looking to work in partnership. We're very keen to work in partnership with the city councils, with the university, and this was an ideal opportunity.
The university is becoming more part of the local community and getting out there and really becoming an anchor institution in the region. It's really looking at how its economic footprint can really help businesses grow and how our academic staff and our students can get fully integrated into companies, use their know-how and expertise and really promote economic growth within the region.
I think also at the time there was job losses in BAE and also in Ford, and I think for us it was a prime opportunity to try and create jobs to fill that gap.
The university was invited by Portsmouth City Council to get involved in the consortium to really bring university know-how and expertise and our experience in delivering programmes that enable business growth. Such things that we have done in the past is running grants and also getting our academics out there doing audits for businesses, and that really fit in with the programme that they developed.
The most important thing is that we really wanted to look at startup and growth in particular, and to see how we could have a holistic programme where we could offer a one-stop shop, because the business landscape at the moment is very complex, and somewhere where we could pull all that information together. The second thing is to offer investment grants for the larger businesses, and the third thing is to offer enterprise vouchers for a package of support across the region. So it was really to do an innovative group of programming of funding, what the LEP streams already had available. So that is something that we were really interested in. There was a risk at the start of the programme that some partners thought we maybe were a little ambitious, but it's not proven to be the case. The programme itself has been really successful, both on the investment grants, on the enterprise vouchers and on the Solent Growth Hub.
The Enterprise Voucher programme has been running for about 12 months, and it's really created quite a buzz within the Solent Local Economic Partnership business community. In April it was launched, and it took a little while to get running, engage with companies, make sure we got the process correct. Our budget was £382,000 for the programme, each grant being a maximum of £20,000. Through the programme, we developed what was seen to be an effective process and managed to disperse the funds very efficiently. So we were awarded an additional £100,000 for this element of the scheme. To date, we've had expression of interest from over 50 companies, applying for over £900,000 of grant funding. To date, we've approved £310,000 worth of vouchers, giving us a further £170,000 to award. Currently, we have 20 applications in process, and these will be processed in order to disperse the remaining grant. So now let's meet some of the companies that have been through the process, good, bad and indifferent. Let's hear their experience.
Radweb is a software agency. We deal specifically with web applications, web development, e-commerce, software as a service applications.
So we finance cars and light commercial vehicles to Mr. and Mrs. Average that for whatever reason, mostly not through any fault of their own, are excluded from bank financing.
We make clothing just like the high street but from more sustainable materials like organic cotton and bamboo. All of our products are made in wind-powered factories. They're all ethically accredited, so you know that everybody in the supply chain is being treated fairly and is getting paid fairly as well.
And Landau UK does all manner of work to all manner of boats. So we work on gentlemen's launchers to super yachts, from naval destroyers to super tankers.
I instigated this company as a result of a development that I created 3 years ago. My speciality is in composites, in particular in drone structures and armour systems.
Your Centre Limited is it's essentially a sales and service business, so we offer technology, contact centre services, etc. And we'll be offering that across all market sectors. At the moment we're concentrating the client in the financial services industry on insurance products.
It's about powerboat and motor cruising training for both recreational and commercial purposes.
In the last year and a half, it's really been looking to try and actually refocus as more of a technology company. So really getting involved in research and technology, R&D, and trying to actually do more of its own products and services, trying to actually generate some real genuine IPR which can be exploited in the future.
We identified that there were some things that we were good at and some things that maybe we weren't quite so good at. We identified things like financial management and marketing as areas where we thought we could do with some assistance. So we began to have a look and see what programs were available that might enable us to do that. That's what led me here.
As we started to see signs of coming out of recession, we wanted to concentrate on growing. And we put business plans in place, we were able to do that. What we did lack was obviously the funding to do so.
Spent the last couple of years continually refining the product, improving the product, and while now that we've got to this point where we really do have a market-leading solution, service, we now really need to focus on pushing that out nationwide, penetrating more of the market essentially.
We're a business that we've got a lot of big ideas, a lot of potential, but in terms of resources and the contacts to be able to achieve those things, we were really just relying on our own steam.
I was founder of another contact centre business which turned out to be a very large business in the end. That business we started off with investor funding, so business angels and then VCs. So having gone through that painful route, I decided it was a better way to try and find a different funding vehicle.
I was intrigued by the idea that a government agency was able to interact with private businesses with a view to providing capital for its operation, growth and employing people.
We had an idea, we had a business plan, we knew a way forward, but what we lacked were the resources to move that forward, specifically capital really. And so one of the first things that attracted us to Solent Growth Hub was the offer of capital to help us with our business plan. However, what we got out of it was much more.
Our project was to employ a business manager, and the idea then to have a business manager here in the office was then to allow me to get out of the office and get on the water.
We were looking for some support for a project that we thought could accelerate the growth of our business. Specifically, we were looking to access some networks and get some finance to support that development.
It helped me to crystallise in my mind precisely why I needed a business manager.
It forces you to do due diligence around your business plan. Is this sustainable?
Immediately, the people we spoke to took the time to understand our business, understand the projects that we had going on, and give us some practical advice and practical pointers towards achieving what we wanted to achieve.
The grant coming in when it did enabled us to actually bring one of our projects somewhere between 3 and 6 months ahead of schedule.
It's actually enabled us to put together a complete R&D programme which we call Iconic, and that's led to collaborative efforts with the University of Portsmouth, Southampton and other partners.
What Solent Growth Hubs allowed us to do is to accelerate a lot of the development of those new products and services.
I found that the help that we got through the growth audit was to identify what that specific information was.
Certainly what it's enabled us to do on the commercial side is buy the plant and machinery in order to actually nearly double that size of our business. And on the leisure side, we've actually grown by somewhere in the region of 20% within 6 months. This is of actually starting the procedure with Solent Growth Hub.
When you take into fact what they're considering is that they are spending public money, so they want to make sure it's put in the right place.
We have a very full patent with 53 claims inside it, and that was down to an awful lot of help again from Set Square.
Definitely apply. Absolutely, definitely apply.
I'd recommend it as being something that people should explore as, if not more than going to the bank.
So with regards to public funding, always go for it. There's nothing to lose at the end of the day.
Get your forms filled out straight away. It's free money, inverted commas. It's there designed to help you. Use it while you can.
It's available, and it's not as difficult if you've got a viable project to actually succeed in getting the funding to support it.
The future is positive. You know, it's certainly it's certainly great. You know, it has put almost a new beginning to the business.
We are in the process at the moment, as we speak, within the next couple of months, of looking to take on a yacht. That's a sailing yacht. So we will then be able to offer all three streams of RYA training on the water.
For us, really, we just want to continue doing what we're doing, but scale it. And for us, this grant is about enabling that to happen.
So now it's really about trying to tell the world about what we have.
The future's looking pretty bright for us. Really focused on actually looking at R&D and actually looking at what the return on investment is.
One thing is that the Solent Growth Hub is continuing, of course, and that's a fantastic asset for all businesses and business support providers on the ground. I think that's a great model because it's got navigators behind it, which is face-to-face support and on the telephone. So I think it's really fantastic that that's continuing. The Solent Let themselves will obviously be looking for EU funding to see what comprehensive business package of support they can offer in the future. It's helped us as well from a partnership perspective. We're already working with the university on the innovation space and a programme of business clinics and startup workshops. We're also working through Shaping the Future of Portsmouth to look at our business bank idea on the business and enterprise work stream to help startup and growth and continue the good work that we've had through this fund. The most important thing for us, I think, is to make sure that we still continue to work with our partners, and whatever next steps we make, it should be a coordinated response to really support the businesses here, both in the city and in the sub-region.
Through the Solent Growth Hub project, the university has really made very good collaborations in the region. That's really on two levels. That's one in the partnership, but with the other universities, the city councils and the county council really coming together with the chamber of how we support businesses in a coherent manner with a coherent message. Secondly, there's the businesses who have benefited from the grants and also the vouchers, and seeing how the university can continue that relationship with both its staff and its students to really take on new projects to create business growth.
It's been really great working with you over these last few months with enterprising companies with exciting new ideas for growth. We've really enjoyed it and been pleased to take a small part in helping your growth. Our vision here at the university is to be accessible and useful to enterprising businesses in this area. We've got a wealth of skills here in the business school, perhaps things that you don't realise that could help you in your future growth. And we'd like together today to build fresh ideas of how we can do more to help you grow even further.